All right, I'm here with veteran defenseman Brandon Kirk, who will be returning to the lineup this weekend against Muskegon. Brandon, you want to talk about how you've been able to get ready for this weekend, recovering from your injury?
Yeah, I know. I started, it was a slow process, started skating a couple weeks ago, just kind of out there moseying along. Last week got into some more flow drills and stuff like that. This week, a little bit more of a contact, getting back into full drills, full practice. I feel ready. I mean, 2 months out. It's a quick recovery, but I think everyone at Aurora, Dave here, has helped me along, and I'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Okay, and do you want to talk about how, with the young defensive core that you guys have, how that will maybe be able to boost their confidence heading into a big weekend like this against Muskegon, having a veteran player like yourself back into the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, the younger guys have had to take a bigger role since myself and Kai have been injured and been out. We kind of play a defensive role on the ice. Wolanin, Linhart, Gustav Olofsson, Gross, those guys have stepped up tremendously. I think to get me back in the lineup, we'll all just start clicking together. We should have a pretty strong D-core going through the playoffs.
Okay, so heading into this weekend, obviously you guys faced Muskegon last weekend, splitting with them. How are you guys going to have to change your approach, or are you going to change your approach at all, playing them for 4 games in a row?
I think we're just going to have to get pucks deep on them. Their defense kind of their weak point. I think that if we get pucks back behind their D, our forwards are just way too quick for them. Keep the play simple. We tried to keep it too complicated on Saturday, and that ended up badly. It was 4-1, 5-1, something like that. But I think if we keep it simple and make smart plays, win puck battles, we should come out with 2 wins.
All right, yeah, and you want to talk about how playing them at Muskegon the first 2 games and now coming back at home, how nice it'll be to be back home at the Resch Center, having the fans get excited, maybe excited for your return, not having seen you play for over a couple months now, and how exciting that'll be to be back at the Resch Center.
Yeah, it's always great to play at home. We got a great fan base here. They love to come out and see us win, see us fight, definitely get some points out of it. Just being on the roads, it's hard, Everyone's against you. Everyone feels on top of you. They're booing. Coming here when you skate out and you hear the cheering, everyone's here to support you. It'll be good. It'll be good for the young guys.
Yeah, definitely. And what else did I say? You want to talk about how Tony Kujava's played this season, and how going into the playoffs, you guys have had different goaltenders filter through your system this year, but do you want to talk about Tony's play and as a defenseman, how that's given you guys confidence with his play in the recent 15 games that he's played in?
Yeah, we were kind of questionable when Tony came in. We didn't really know how he was going to respond to being here, being back at home, but he's played great. I think all of our defensemen feel pretty solid with him back in the net, and we're confident with him. So having him be here, it's pretty special. He's a hometown boy. The crowd likes to see him come out and perform. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in playoffs.
Okay, and then one last question for you here. With already having clinched a playoff spot, knowing that you're either going to be playing Muskegon or Youngstown, do you guys change your approach at all heading into this last weekend of the season, knowing you'll already be in the postseason? Is there any kind of gamesmanship there where you don't want to show maybe your hand or anything, or is everything in playoffs are starting this weekend and you guys are doing everything possible to win?
Yeah, I mean, to us, playoffs started last weekend. These last 4 games are huge considering the standings. We're just going to take it 1 game at a time, Like we talked about in the locker room, tomorrow's a playoff game. We're going to treat it like a playoff game. We got to win. That's the bottom line. We got to go out and win, and we decide our own destiny.